Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Daniela and today we'll continue with the Expanse, this time the 5th episode of the first season. In the last episode, the Danager got into a fight with an unknown ship with advanced technology. It was pretty bad. Unfortunately, we lost Shed and the whole crew from the Danager. They sacrifice themselves, so they couldn't take them prisoners. And I think we lost Lopez. I'm pretty sure we lost him at the end of the episode, right when I started to like him, so that's great. But the good news, well, actually, there are two good news. The first one is that now we know it wasn't Mars that attacked the Canterbury. And the second good news is that Havelock, for some reason, is alive. And yeah, hopefully he stays that way. Anyway, as usual, I got something to drink. The episode is ready to start, so without further ado, let's do this.
You think all this is gonna help you? Man, the next spike's gonna go right through your skull.
Yeah, coming from a real fountain of police wisdom. You know, look the other way, take your bride, do as little as possible.
Hey, you see any extra holes in me, pal?
He was brave for come check on me.
You think she cares about you? What's the name of the scumbag that paid you to lure him down to Medina so they could jam up a cop?
Passion fonsa come.
Come on, me without my wallet.
So I'm not the only one that thinks that maybe she has something to do with it.
Do you know what you're doing?
I fix ships, not people.
God damn it!
Just hold him still.
Ooh.
Is anybody following us? No, sir. Scope's clear. I shut down the drive and the transponder as soon as we cleared the debris field. And right now, we're just a tumbleweed piece of scrap metal.
So as far as we know, nobody made it off the Dodge.
Correct.
And no one knows that we're alive.
That's right.
I think they should never
Just
put
send us a
foot
message.
on another ship because till now they both blew up. He's closing all those people in.
This is Anderson Station. Go ahead.
Anderson Station, this is UN-1. Are you ready to surrender?
I don't know who you are or what your intent may be, but unless you're trying to start a war, you need to contact me. I can help you.
He shouldn't have been able to track us, but he did.
Naomi knows him.
Fred Johnson just offered us a lifeline. I say we take it.
We're not going to Tycho. You can't trust Fred Johnson. We all know what he's capable of.
That was like 10 years ago. People change. The Martian said you were OPA.
I vote no.
Holden's got a point. We gotta go somewhere.
Amos is always with Naomi,
Amos.
so.
I'm with you, boss.
His name's Filat Kotari. Lokagriga Maso.
Sayonara series. That's my going away present to you. On to bigger and better things.
Supposed to be a couple minutes ago. It's everywhere.
Is that what happened with the local, all of them, the rest of the gangsters? They did their part and then...
You know, everything going on out there, all this shitstorm that we're in, it's all got to do with her. Julie Mao. The Anubis left Phoebe Research Station and it was headed for Eros, okay? Now, I'm thinking, maybe something's being transported on this ship. I'm thinking Julie's ship was sent out to intercept it. And then, suddenly, ships start blowing up, the Canterbury, the Doniger. It's gotta be connected.
We want to negotiate peacefully.
Morama, I need you to listen very carefully. We will not listen
Yes.
to threats. We do
That is Johnson.
Yes, I understand.
Think about your children. UN command out.
Anderson Station out.
He was working for the UN.
We have to fight back.
With what? We're not soldiers.
If we surrender now, it's as good as killing our own children.
Why not go to Tycho if we got nowhere else to go?
It's a long story.
I always back your play because you always do the right thing. But usually I can figure out why.
It's not the place, it's the man.
Fred Johnson? You know him?
I've known guys like him. Guys with causes. Causes that get people killed.
Coffee machine, no. No coffee.
Stop.
You knew him.
Identify that man.
Isn't that the same sign Gia did with Havelock?
You know, the holding cells are full of OPA deaths.
Street trash and radical factions are not OPA, despite what their skin tells you.
What do you see?
A series for belters, run by belters.
Run by you.
If I live that long. Earthers get to walk outside into the light. Breathe pure air. Look up at a blue sky and see something that gives them hope. And what do? They look past that light, past that blue sky. They see the stars, and they think, mine.
I hate that he has a point.
Julima was one of ours. I want to find out what happened to her, just as much as you do.
UN Command, this is Anderson Station. We're issuing our unconditional surrender. We're unarmed. We have women and children with us. Copy? I repeat, we surrender. UN-1, please respond.
Holy shit.
Protests demanding justice for lost ship Canterbury under crew gave way to violent mobs who targeted Martians.
Looks like we're not the only ones who remember the can.
Hey, when you sent that message to Fred Johnson, you didn't give him names or anything, did you?
No, of course not.
Well, partner, it's gonna be kind of hard for you to stay anonymous now.
Let me know if you want your face to look a little different.
I can take care of it.
A month into the trip, we stopped over at the mines on Callisto. News was that a tunnel collapsed had torn open veins of cadmium and people were dying from the vapors. After 2 days down at the aid camp, I begged Julie to get out of there, but she said she was okay. She said she felt safe. She stayed down in the mines, breathing the same poison air as those belters, eating the same contaminated food. She was helping kids who lost their parents, folks who choking on the blood in their lungs. She was hanging around some hardcore OPA, like
Anderson.
Anderson Dawes.
What for?
I don't know. A few weeks before she shipped out, she asked me to hook her up with the data broker.
My name is Miranda Brown.
4 days ago, the miners working for the Anderson Hyosun Corporation took control of the station in an effort to protest the treatment of our children. She and the other children have been diagnosed with what the medics are calling hypoxic brain injury. We didn't intend for anyone to be hurt during our protests. And for that, I am sorry. We have tried repeatedly to surrender to the UN Marines, but we just wanted to be heard for the sake of our children.
Anderson Station is secure. All terrorists have been subdued. Well done, Colonel. Well done.
Transponders are designed not to be tampered with. Civilian models fuse themselves into lumps of molten graphene if they get messed with. We could be a supernova a few seconds from now. We need to give the ship a new name to complete the override.
Screaming Firehawk. Yeah, let's advertise that we're a gunship. Flying Alamo. No.
Give me something, please.
Rocinante. Huh? It's Spanish for workhorse.
I heard the name before, but I don't remember where. If they come up on someone's monitor, some other ship's monitor, that is like far enough, it doesn't see the writing on the ship, it wouldn't show that the ship is Martian ship and all that shit. It's like a memory card. It's a hamster. She had one. No one gives a shit. Wow. So that was a thing. I think I should prepare some tissues from now on because they always catch me by surprise. And yeah, let's start with Miller. Seeing that the episode ended with him being taken away, he's still going after Julie. I mean, the truth, even more now that no one seems to have faith in him, even more now that nobody seems to have faith in him that he could solve the case. Havelock was, telling him that he's doing the bare minimum. That he's kind of a corrupt cop, and he's not doing all he can to keep people safe, and he doesn't care. The other police officer, the girl, I forgot her name, was telling him that, it's too much for him. He will never do it. He can make it, and, should let people, other people handle this. And I think that made him more ambitious, and is even more determined to solve the case. And he kind of found new things. There was this ship, Anubis, maybe had something on it, and Julie and the Scopuli went after it, and maybe, I don't know, took what was inside of it. Like, someone maybe was trying to keep that away from the public eye, and she was trying to broadcast it to the world. It was something important. I don't know. Why would she need a data broker? Maybe to find where, like, the route, Anubis, where it was going. I don't know. For some reason, I think it has something to do, like, everything has something to do with that blue, what's it called? Generator? Not generator. I forgot. Someone told me, but I forgot. The blue thing from the first episode, where the man, something came out of it. I mean, that was never brought again. So maybe that's something important. I don't know. And maybe that's what someone is trying to hide, and she was trying to, tell everyone about it. Because, like, apparently she wasn't like a bad person. She wasn't going around killing people in the name of OPA, even if she was kind of OPA, but she was like helping kids and families, people in general, that needed help without thinking of her health first, but she was thinking about the people. Found that, I think it was a memory card or something of that sort, at Julie's place, and then he was taken. I think it had something to do with Anderson, not the station, but the person. Because he was really interested in what happened with Julie, but for some reason I don't think he necessarily cared about her, but what she maybe took from the ship or what was on the scopuli. So he needed that chip memory thing to find out. I'm guessing like he sent those people to tail him. And also maybe there was some tracking device in that phone that he gave to Miller. Even if he threw the phone before going into that shop to find the Sherpa. But talking about Anderson, the person, I think it was Anderson, and also the station was called Anderson. He also had a like good reason, a motive. At least at the surface, he was talking about how Earthers aren't content with what they have. They always want more. They don't see the things that they already have are enough for them. They always want more. And when Belters have nothing, and they would love to have what Earthers have. So they were like, he was like talking about how greedy the Earthers are. And the last episode, Lopez was talking about how selfish humans are. So I'm starting to get a pattern here, like nobody likes Earthers. I mean, I think it all started from Earth, so I think it was their greed and their selfishness that led them on the belt and on Mars, because they couldn't take care of the resources that they already have or had. Yeah, he was also talking about that he wants to build a home for Belters, a place where the Belters can live not happily but have a normal life. And I hate the fact that, at least for now, I can't actually say that I hate that person. There are some good points thrown by everyone, so I'll wait and see how things will go. Hold on. And the crew got a message from Fred Johnson, and they were saying he was telling them to go to Tycho. I don't know why he's interested in them. He was interested in the Donager before it blew up, and now in them. So I don't think I trust him. Maybe also him wants something from them. I think it has something to do with the scopuli, because they were on the scopuli, and maybe they think they saw something. Also the blue thing. At first he was a UN military. He was working for the UN, and he was on the ship that blew up the Anderson station. And on this station there were workers with, families with kids working there, and all they wanted were better conditions, like humane conditions. They were just protesting against the UN, but they saw them as terrorists. I mean, it's like you're with us or against us, nothing in between. They were trying to send a message to whoever was listening, and I think that's how the rest found out about what Anderson did. I mean, it was found out. That's why he got the name the Butcher of Anderson, of the Andersons. So, but now Johnson is with the OPA, and I don't know exactly how that happened. Did they just send him on the belt? Was he discharged and went on the belt to work like Alex did, and then he became OPA because he saw how Earthers treat the Belters, and like he wanted to join the cause, or he joined the OPA just to punish the Earthers. Maybe after all he's not that bad, because at the end when the station blew up, he didn't seem that thrilled of what he did. I think that's when he realized how shitty the Earthers are and what they are willing to do. Anderson station did the same thing that Holden did. They tried to send a message out there. I was wondering, what if Holden didn't send that message and the message wasn't received by the belt? Wouldn't the Belters still rebelled, have riots against the Earth and Mars? Because the Canterbury was destroyed, and at some point they would found out that is missing, because it was carrying ice that later was transformed in water, and like they definitely would have noticed that the water ration was going low. So I think the riots would have still happened with or without Holden's message. Only now they have a name and a face to plaster on their manifest. I think this is all I have to say about this episode. Again, if I remember something, I'll talk about it in the next episode. But for now, that's it. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you next time. Bye!